Welcome to the BEASTwriter Family, where social media engagement is encouraged. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we are going to be breaking down and making sense of my day three winners when it comes to the NFL free agency period. So this is on day three. I'm going to go ahead and break it down brick by brick on all the transactions that were made, how that affects the NFL draft moving forward, and what the parameters of instant gratification versus long-term gains on how this affects the team's plans, whether it's post-June 1 cuts and thereafter. All right, so let's go ahead and discuss this. I'm going to get back to your questions and comments. I see a lot of them coming through. Go ahead and then continue that. Great stuff coming in, and we will go ahead and get started. Now, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. Just be sure to turn on and flip on the bell notifications so you get notified when I go live or when I upload content. Also, I'm still looking at my analytics, and I'm noticing about 73% of you guys are yet not subscribed to my channel yet. Watch all my stuff, like all my stuff. So do yourself a solid and do me a solid. Hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. Also, if you're watching here from Twitter, there is a link in my bio. So click the link in my bio, flip on and turn on the bell notifications, and subscribe to my channel for the Family Friday giveaways tomorrow. That's right. Let me go ahead and just get that for you guys. So we are running Family Friday giveaways tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. live stream. We are giving away this Jimmy G Garoppolo bobblehead, complete with the NFL licensing logo, as well as this 49ers Rumble backpack. So be sure to subscribe to your boy. What do you guys got to lose? Subscribe on YouTube. Do it. And if you're watching on Facebook, which a lot of you guys are, I see right now, just go to youtube.com/BEASTwriter and you can subscribe there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, I know you guys have a lot of questions, and thank you again. For those who don't know, we are starting to monetize YouTube now. I have this new feature that I want to introduce called Super Chat. Basically, what Super Chat is, if you're not familiar with it, it's just like something that you guys do to like give content creators another feature to work with. So if you like the work, like the channel, like the BEASTwriter movement we're trying to push here, consider sending me a Super Chat. It will be highlighted. It'll be color-coded. I think you guys can add stickers to it. I'm not sure. This is the first time I'm doing it, since this is the first time I'm monetizing. So consider doing that. And I thank you and appreciate everything that comes that way. Also, all the proceeds that come from the Super Chats are going to be funneled back to you guys, the BEASTwriter family, right? So what does that mean? Well, it'll allow me to get better audio, better visual, better software. I can do more things, get more upgrades, more features. Also, as you know, we do Family Friday giveaways every Friday. So bigger prizes could be in store. So thank you so much again. Let's get started without further ado. All right. So I cover all 32. You guys know this. We're just going to go ahead and talk about what's going on here. All right. So news broke. The Cardinals signed AJ Green to a one-year, $8.5 million deal. And that's going to shake up the NFC West. There's a lot of people talking about this move saying, oh, man, the Niners should have got him. You know, we lost out on Emmanuel Sanders. We could have got AJ Green. I like AJ Green. He's a good fit for the Arizona Cardinals. Obviously, they have guys like DeAndre Hopkins there. He's a wide receiver one. They obviously drafted Christian Kirk, but he's in the last year of his contract. And they have Larry Fitzgerald. So you add in AJ Green, who I believe is like, how old is he? 30-something years old. He's been damaged goods, so there's kind of buyer remorse there, right? He did record 6 1,000-yard seasons in his first 7 NFL seasons. He came to the Cincinnati Bengals, drafted number 4 overall, so he is a nice play there in the 2011 NFL draft, the same draft that Aldon Smith came out, and he is a 3-time second-team All-Pro. So with all that being said, he does come with issues, red flags. Most notably, he missed 29 games in the last 5 years. Yes, 29 games in the last 5 years. So that's not really good when you talk about durability. Obviously, we've seen this a lot with the San Francisco 49ers. So he had a toe injury and he also had an ankle injury, which led to torn ligaments. So yeah, good signing, but buyer beware. I wouldn't sign him to a 1-year, $8.5 million contract because, again, he might be damaged goods. However, the Cardinals then made a power play move. For those who don't know, the Raiders struck a deal trading away their Pro Bowl offensive center, Rodney Hudson, who's a top 5 offensive center in my book, to the Arizona Cardinals, along with a 7th round draft pick in exchange for a 3rd round pick in return. So the Raiders get a 3rd round pick, and the Arizona Cardinals get a replacement for Mason Cole, who now is relegated to a backup role. And that's a smart play by the Arizona Cardinals because they need to give Kyler Murray some help up front, like a lot of help. And with DJ Humphries there, now you can add Rodney Hudson there. You have Justin Pugh. There's a lot of pieces in place. I like the moves that were made by GM Steve Keim. So smart play by the Arizona Cardinals, GM Steve Keim, for making that play. And again, the Raiders get a 3rd round pick in return, and the Cardinals get their offensive center. All right, moving on up. Staying on the Arizona Cardinals side, we talk about compensatory picks, right? Well, here's Patrick Peterson. He's leaving. All right, so Patrick Peterson has signed a 1-year, $10 million deal with the Minnesota Vikings. And this is kind of interesting because it creates a logjam there at cornerback. GM Rick Spielman already drafted. He heavily invested in cornerbacks last year with first round pick Jeff Gladney, and he rolled over again in the 3rd round and got Cameron Dantzler. Cameron Dantzler is actually playing really high in my grading system, and that's already 2 boundary cornerbacks. So where does Patrick Peterson fit in that scheme? I don't know, but he's definitely going to be on the field more times than not, probably 60-65% of the snaps. They're going to use him in some role. So with that being said, what does that mean for 1st round pick Mike Hughes, who was drafted in the 1st round in 2018? Well, same scenario with Mike McGlinchey in San Francisco. Are they going to pick up his 5th-year option coming out of that same draft class? I don't think so. Mike Hughes, you're out, bro. And I hate to say it, but this is your last year in Minnesota. Okay, but okay move by Minnesota. I don't know if I give it like an A grade. Everyone's talking, oh man, we got Patrick Peterson. In my grading system, he's not very good. So take it for what it's worth. All right, let's move on. The Patriots signed inside linebacker Kyle Van Noy to a 2-year, $13.2 million contract. I thought this was a sound play. He left New England last year, and 1 year into his deal going to Miami, teaming up with Brian Flores, he then gets released and then goes back to Bill Belichick anyway. So I think it's a smart play by Bill Belichick. Again, the New England Patriots are making sound plays. They're signing everybody. They're signing Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, trade for Trent Brown. What else did they do? They got Matt Judon for the Baltimore Ravens. They got Devon Godchow for the Miami Dolphins. Kyle Van Noy for the Miami Dolphins. Jalen Mills. Now, Patrick Chung had just announced his retirement. It's okay because Jalen Mills was a converted safety last year from cornerback, so you're set there. I'm just saying, Patriots are making some power play moves, and the Patriots have the least amount of holes of any NFL team, and going into free agency, they had the most of any NFL team. Bill Belichick getting it done. And people say, oh, they don't spend on free agents. Are you sure about that? Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Just saying. Just saying. I think it's a smart play. And again, they brought in guys like Henry Anderson from the New York Jets. No one's talking about that move. I think that's a really good play for the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick's going to get the most out of Henry Anderson. He's underrated in my book. So, again, nice plays by Bill Belichick and New England Patriots. They now have the least amount of holes in my book as they head into the draft. All right. The Chiefs went ahead and signed unretired Kyle Long to a 1-year, $5 million deal. Again, if you guys remember, they released Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher. They had no tackles. They tried to make a play for Trent Williams. That ultimately didn't happen. He is back in San Francisco, as I reported yesterday. Furthermore, they went ahead and signed Joe Thuney from the New England Patriots, and now they double down with Kyle Long. So you got 2 interior guards there. And again, Andy Reid is a firm believer of building teams from the inside out. So is Brett Veach, Chris Jones, Frank Clark. You get the picture. Good play. Good play. I like the signing of Kyle Long. However, I don't know how good he's going to be because he's been out of football. Time will tell. But 1-year deal, $5 million. What's the risk versus reward there? There is none. So it could be high. It could be a high reward for that low risk move. All right, moving on up. Trade alert. The Seattle Seahawks get Gabe Jackson from the Las Vegas Raiders. This is a move that was very, very wow, first of all. Gabe Jackson, in my opinion, is still a top 15 guard in the NFL. He's not like the Pro Bowl kind of guy that we kind of, some would say that he's in that Pro Bowl elite level a few years ago, but not so much anymore. But he's still a sound play. And for that zone blocking scheme that Pete Carroll likes to run, he's perfect for that scheme. Obviously, he would have been a good fit for the 49ers, but they went ahead and the Seattle Seahawks struck a deal for him. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what the heck did they get for him, right? Well, they only gave up, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, let me just look it up here. I don't think they gave up much for Gabe Jackson. I think it was like a 5th round pick. Yeah, 5th round pick. That's what they gave up. So now the Seahawks only have 3 picks in the 2021 NFL draft, but well worth it. They get Gabe Jackson, and of course, they got Jamal Adams. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. All right, let's stay on the Seahawks side. We're staying on the NFC West a lot. NFC West made a lot of moves, if you see in the trend here. I like categorizing it this way because now you can kind of see the domino effect, how each team is affected, whether they resign in-house free agents or some go elsewhere. All right, so the Seahawks get tight end Gerald Everett to a 1-year deal, and he comes from the Los Angeles Rams. Good play by them. Again, I like the move that GM John Schneider is making. Obviously, they have Will Dissly there. They have 4th round pick last year, Colby Parkinson there. But Jacob Hollister is no longer on the team. And obviously, Greg Olsen retired. So you're going to need a tight end. I like Gerald Everett. I like him. I think he's a solid play for what the Seattle Seahawks like to do. Of course, we know down in goal line situations that I like using multiple tight end sets because of the play action pass, the naked bootlegs that Russell Wilson likes to run. I like the move. I think Gerald Everett's going to be a solid red zone option. Fantasy players, you guys got to keep an eye out on Gerald Everett. He could be a nice solid play just for touchdowns alone. Just putting it out there. All right. I like that pick. I like that pickup. All right. This is one of my favorite moves. And all you Panthers fans are probably saying, like, damn, man, BEASTwriter was right. I knew Curtis Samuel wasn't going to come back. He was right. He said that Washington was going to go after a wide receiver in the draft at number 19. Well, not anymore. I currently had them slated to take wide receiver Kadarius Toney, who's their gadget player. However, that's now out the window because they got this guy, Curtis Samuel. Who is Curtis Samuel? If you guys don't know who Curtis Samuel, well, now you know. That's why you follow BEASTwriter. All right? Let me tell you, he's a gadget player. He wins early in the downs. He's tough, physical, can line up in the backfield. Yes, he was used as a running back. And whenever he gets the ball, likes to use a spin move. His lateral agility is on point. Has a 40-yard dash. The guy is a speed demon, and he can really stretch the field vertically. Can be used in a lot of different roles, whether it's an X, Y, or Z. Can play all 3 positions, in my opinion. And he's a total complete package. So, again, how does this affect the draft? What's the instant gratification for long-term gains? Well, you're sitting there at 19. They just got Ryan Fitzpatrick as a bridge stopgap quarterback in Washington. I currently have the Washington football team selecting Trey Lance at number 19. Lock it in. Trey Lance. All right, let's go ahead and move on. This is another sound play. Wow, we got to talk about this one. The Carolina Panthers. Okay, so you see how I do this? The Panthers lose Curtis Samuel to Washington, but hey, they pick up edge Hassan Reddick from where? The Arizona Cardinals. That is correct. Hassan Reddick had a breakout year, and the team, GM Steve Keim, opted to roll with Chandler Jones and not save the team $15.5 million in cap savings. I said that would be the smarter play. He did not listen. He let Hassan Reddick go, and now he signs a 1-year deal worth $8 million with the Carolina Panthers to be the edge rush presence opposite of my top 10 edge rusher, Brian Burns. Brian Burns, in my opinion, is a top 10 edge rusher, one of the most underrated edge rushers in the NFL, period. He should be on the NFL top 100 list, in my opinion. He's a beast. He got 9 sacks with no one on the other side. Derek Brown's not the answer up the middle. I said that since day one. Not throwing shit at him, but the same thing with Javon Kinlaw. I just don't see pass rush presence, especially coming in as a rookie, and we see what I'm talking about. So, Brian Burns, Hassan Reddick, that's one deadly dynamic duo in the NFC South. I like it. I like that play. And you want to further compound that? Again, look at what's happening in Carolina. They're making sound plays. And what do you mean by that, Beast? Well, let's go ahead and talk about it. Panthers, you like how I do this? All for you guys. All right, Panthers signed middle linebacker Denzel Perryman to a 2-year deal. Denzel Perryman was one of my favorite players coming out of the 2015 NFL draft out of the University of Miami, most commonly known as the U. He was a 2015 second-round pick drafted number 48 overall by the then San Diego Chargers, and he's not the tallest guy. Maybe that's one of the reasons I like him. But he's 5'11", 236, can run sideline to sideline. The guy brings a tough physical presence. I really wanted the Niners to take him. I was like, the Niners should get this guy. They did not. But anyways, he's a 2-down run stuffer. You're not going to see him down big in third down plays. However, he's gotten better as the years have gone on in pass coverage. But he is a hard-hitting linebacker. I mean, when I mean hard-hitting, I mean, he brings the pain. Probably top 10 hardest hitters in the NFL. Legit. Go look up Denzel Perryman, and you will see him play lights out. And that's not because he's in Chargers land, or was in Chargers land. Now he's in Carolina. Great play by Carolina Panthers. You can see what they're trying to do. Phil Snow's defense needed some help. They went ahead and did that. They got guys like Denzel Perryman, Hassan Reddick, and gave more edge rushing help for Brian Burns. Nice play. Nice play by Carolina. So I really like the moves that were made. Again, that was my day 3 NFL analysis. And now we're going to get back to your questions. Again, good stuff, guys. We have good stuff coming. And wow, we are definitely getting some questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get to them. All right, Mello from the BEASTwriter family. How you doing, my man? Thank you for tuning in. Is it too early to talk about what type of repercussions trade-wise that these allegations will bring to Deshaun Watson? Honestly, the timing seems suspect to me, but I don't know. The key word here is allegations. And why does this stuff come out now? Yes, I'm not saying any of this is true. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to say it's true or I'm not going to say it's untrue because we don't know. We don't know. It's allegations. Anybody can make allegations about anyone. And you got to remember, like, it is interesting. That's all I'm going to say. It is interesting. So we just got to let it play out. We're just going to have to let it play out. All right. What's up, G, from the BEASTwriter family on YouTube? If the 49ers should be getting ahead of the curve to reset the market by signing Warner, why hasn't other teams re-signed Roquan Smith, Darius Leonard, and Lavonte David, waiting on a TV deal? Well, Lavonte David was re-signed, but getting back to your question, they could be waiting for a TV deal, but then again, why wait? I mean, you're talking about Roquan Smith and Darius Leonard, but they're not on the level of Fred Warner. So if those guys sign first, whatever that number is, we don't know. So based on those TV deals, if it goes up, the Niners may have a number in mind, but hey, based on the TV deals, now Darius Leonard and Roquan Smith and Chicago Bears, now they elevated their asking price that they didn't think that was going to be there. Now Fred Warner is going to be like, well, I want more than them. That's where I'm going with. All right, Lunar Mystic from the BEASTwriter family. Deshaun's cap hit is crazy next year at $40 million. How's that? Wow. All right. 49ers Ultimate Report from the BEASTwriter family. Beast, how would you grade the 49ers this free agency? I would give them definitely an A grade. I would give them an A. I'd give them an let's go B. Let's go B. I think they overpaid for Trent Williams, right? But that's not the reason why they dropped from A to B. I do like the sound plays that they made with Kyle Juszczyk. I do like the plays that they made for Jason Verrett, keeping Emmanuel Mosley in-house. Samson Ebicam, I guess 2-year, $12 million. I mean, it's a sound play, so that one to me is kind of like iffy. I thought there was other players that they could have gotten for that money. Like I would have liked them to use that money and go after Emmanuel Sanders, who signed a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Buffalo Bills. So that's why I'm saying it's a B. And Trent Williams was a little bit overpaid, in my opinion. All right. 49ers Ultimate Report. Should 49ers draft priority be quarterback, wide receiver, or is there a different need at a different position? Well, if you're looking at number 12, okay, definitely not wide receiver because you have Brandon Ayuk, you have Deebo Samuel, you're fine. All right. Sitting there at 12, again, the best logical scenario that I can see them actually playing out is if I was GM, I would trade back. I would just trade back, pick up draft capital, pick up a guy like J.Z. Horn, let him learn the system. Jason Verrett's on a 1-year deal. He's going to test the free agent market. He's only coming back because he wants to prove himself. He's betting on himself. He's not betting on anything else. So he's not going to take a hometown discount, guys. Keep that in mind. He signed that 1-year deal knowing like, hey, okay, same system. I got Emmanuel Mosley on the other side. Probably won't be targeting me much. I'll be targeting him. Make my stats go up. Make me look good as a lockdown corner. PFF says this. So I would say trade down, pick up JC Horn. Again, you get an insurance policy because Jason Verrett is likely to leave next year. They just signed Trent Williams to that big money contract. Kyle Juszczyk to that big money contract. There's a lot of guys. You can't get rid of Eric Armstead, obviously. So a lot of contracts tied up in future years. You still have Nick Bosa and Fred Warner coming up due. Cornerbacks are expensive. You can't find one in free agency. You're going to have to get a young guy on the cheap of value, and the draft is the way to do it. I would roll JC Horn out of South Carolina. All right. Alan Owens from the BEASTwriter family says, Mr. BEASTwriter, do you think the Niners go offense, defense, best of all, or trade down in the first round of the coming draft? I just answered that question. I hope you liked my answer. All right. JP, my man from the Arizona Cardinals fan base. What's up, my man, JP? Sup, D-Bub, B-Dub, D-Bub, B-Dub. Minnesota got bamboozled 10 million. Yes, they did. They did. And you would know because you're a Cardinals fan. And we talked about this since day one. I think that's when you first kind of were like, wow, BEASTwriter knows his stuff. Yeah, my grades don't lie. My grading system does not lie. Patrick Peterson is not even an average player in my grading system. Not even average. And you read everything online, like, oh, he mirrors other teams' receivers, yada, yada, yada. Look at the grading system. Look at my grading system. Formulate your own grades. Watch every snap that he played last year. How many first downs did he give up based on down and distance? How many times did he get penalized for penalties? How many times did he give up or yield win routes off the line of scrimmage just based on the technique that he was playing? Come on, man. Let's go. You want to talk football? Let's talk football. Lunar Mystic from the BEASTwriter family. I don't know right now. Cardinals find a draft a quarterback available, and it's JC Horn, so the Niners should take him so they won't get him. Yeah, exactly. Because the Cardinals do need a boundary quarterback because Patrick Peterson is there, and I knew that was going to happen. Duh. Jay Kirkpatrick's not there. Duh, he's gone. So, who do you have left? Byron Murphy, but he covers the slot. So, you're going to need a guy, a boundary cornerback. They might go that route. They also need a running back. Kenyon Drake just signed, I believe, with another team. I think I got a notification. Then Kenyon Drake just signed with another team. I think it was the Oakland Raiders. I don't know. Who did he sign with? Kenyon Drake signed with somebody. I got the notification. I can't find it right here. Yeah, the Oakland Raiders. Or sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders. Excuse me. I keep saying Oakland. Yeah, he signed with the Las Vegas Raiders for a 2-year contract. What do you think about that? Thomas Young, BEASTwriter family says, yo, what is going on, man? How you doing? Jonathan K28. Trubisky just signed with the Bills. Thank God. Thank God. All right. Jonathan K28 also said, my guess is the 49ers going to super cheap with a backup and take Gardner Minshew the second. Interesting. All right. If SF don't change their starting quarterback for 2021, how do you rank the 4 teams in the NFC West today? If San Francisco doesn't change their starting quarterback for 2021, how do you rank the 4 teams in NFC? Well, I would put still San Francisco up the top. I still think they're that's tough. Arizona's making moves too now. And the Rams are the Rams. Seahawks are making sound plays. They got Gabe Jackson, Gerald Everett. Those are some sound plays. Let's look at what they did, okay? So let's break it down brick by brick, what each team did going outside the building, not keeping their own in-house free agents, okay? Let's just talk about that. Now, credit to San Francisco 49ers. They get a B grade for keeping their in-house free agents. I didn't like the Samson Ebukam selection. I think they should have rolled that money into getting a guy, Emmanuel Sanders, on a 1-year, $6 million deal, who he signed with the Buffalo Bills. He would have anyways. All right. I think you could have found your Samson Ebukam value in the draft. Probably in the 3rd or 4th round. But hey, they signed everyone else. All right. So I also like the Alex Mack signing, by the way. So that was a smart play. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? So if you look at the NFC West and what they did outside the building, the Niners, as I said, they got Alex Mack on offense. They got Samson Ebukam on defense. Okay. Solid. All right, I give him a solid passing grade there. look at what the LA Rams did, right? So if you go to the LA Rams, they made some plays too. Just pull it up. Let's look at the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, what did they do? Here we go. All right. All the Seahawks did was they got Gabe Jackson, Gerald Everett, the tight end, and Akilla Witherspoon, who I said was a really, really smart play. If you guys remember watching the live stream, Akilla Witherspoon's relative just came onto the show, asking me some questions. Just 2 hours later, he was off to Seattle. What a coincidence. I think he's going to do well in Seattle, by the way. They just lost Shaquille Griffin, but they pick up Akilla Witherspoon. I think it's a better play there. Better for the system. All right? Better for the system. I like Akilla Witherspoon in Seattle, and he gets to face the 49ers 2 times a year. Niner fans aren't going to like that, I'm telling you. Akilla Witherspoon is going to bring that swagger. He's going to bring the same passion that he brought in San Francisco. And people can call him soft all you want. We're going to find out this year, and I don't think he's going to be soft. I don't think he's soft at all. All right. You look at what the Arizona Cardinals did in the NFC West. Going outside, they pick up AJ Green. So they get the wide receiver 2 or possibly wide receiver 3. Obviously, you have Larry Fitzgerald there. DeAndre Hopkins is the man. And you also have Christian Kirk there. So that's 4 wide receivers that they can spread out wide in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. They also need a running back because Kenyon Drake is now off to Las Vegas. See ya. And they did pick up an offensive lineman, top 5 in my book, in Rodney Hudson from the Las Vegas Raiders. So they also got J.J. Watt via trade, right? So you got to take that into account. Or not via trade, through signing. Why did I say via trade? They signed him, right? He was released because of $17.5 million dead money. There's no dead money tied to his contract. So 0 dead money, $17.5 million cap number. Texans GM Nick Caceres said, see ya. And J.J. Watt is now off to Arizona. He wanted to win a ring. Now, can he do it playing in the NFC West? I don't know. Playing on the Arizona Cardinals? I don't know. I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders. But in answering your question, I would say the Niners have to be at least second. First, I would have to say the Rams are first. Second, I would have to say Niners. Third, I have to say Cardinals. Last, I have to say Seahawks. Sorry, Seahawks fans. You guys are last in the NFC West currently. Now, that can change on draft day, but you only have 3 draft picks. So what are you going to do there? You have 3 draft picks to work with. It's not good. All right, JP, my man, in Cardinals land. Most scouts have JC going ahead of Farley, and I see Dallas, the Giants, even Patriots going quarterback. So JC is going to be gone, I think. Yeah, that could be the play. That can definitely be the play. And again, I said it since day one, man. You know this. I said JC Horn is better than Caleb Farley. Everyone was saying Caleb Farley is better. Now look at today. Everyone's saying, oh, no, JC Horn's better. Make no sense. That's why he followed me. All right, Thomas Young for the BEASTwriter Family. Trubisky's biggest problem is his mind. Jonathan K28 says, I still think the 49ers draft. Oh, hold on. Whoa, getting a lot of comments here. All right, I still think the 49ers draft Fields or Lance, even though every indication points that it's going to be Jimmy this year. Very true. Very, very true. All right. 49ers Ultimate Report. Thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Again, this is a new feature called Super Chat. Basically, anyone that wants to support the work, support the channel, support the BEASTwriter family, go ahead and you can now use the option Super Chat. It's a cool feature on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but I think it's like this. You just like send me money so it can be funneled back into the BEASTwriter family. So all proceeds go back into the channel. It goes all back to you guys. As you guys know, I do Family Friday giveaways. I ain't playing, man. Robert Watson was our first winner. I'm going to be shipping out his game day pennant tomorrow. So Robert Watson, if you're watching, I didn't forget about you, buddy. Just been a little behind, but that's coming tomorrow. I'm going to actually post a video on this. And you'll get your tracking number. All right. So we're obviously giving this backpack as well. So a lot of cool stuff. We can give out bigger prizes. I can get better visual, better software. I can then do game film breakdowns. I can make this whole professionally look just for you guys. Again, this is all going back to the BEASTwriter family. I'm serious, not lying. So the proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than the words. This is how I'm doing it. I'm going to do this till the day I die. It's all for you guys. Thank you. I appreciate the donation for an Ultimate Report. All right, sup, Beast. Thank you so much. So happy I can super chat on the chat. Yes, everyone's been asking me how to like send me money. I was like, I don't know. I think I have to monetize first. People have been asking this for like the better half of the last 6 months. I was like, I don't know how this works. Anyways, YouTube reached out to me and said, hey, look, based on your analytics, you need to start doing the super chat thing because obviously that's what you're doing now and the engagement is great. So they said, be sure to turn on super chat. So I don't even know how to do super chat myself. I don't know how to work super chat. So if you're asking me how to work it, I don't know. But ask 49ers Ultimate Report. He knows how to do it. It's on YouTube only. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my man. You are awesome. All right. Greg Kennedy Jr., I think we will bring K1 back to the team. Ooh. With what money? Just joking. All right. Doug McClain. I would love to. I would love that. Not to mention a great quarterback spot, which we definitely needed. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to your questions. Well, there's a lot of questions here, guys. You guys are just rolling in the questions, and I love it. All right. Jonathan K28 says, 49ers bringing in Joe Flacco for a visit. Yikes. Thomas Young is, what time is the live? Great question. For my Family Friday giveaways, it's every day at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Pacific Standard Time, as they would say. So I have a show every day in the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all at 2:30 p.m. live streaming, unless I go ahead and, well, in this case, it's free agency. So if there's breaking news, I'm going to come on live and then just roll through the 2:30 and on in. But yeah, typically 2:30 p.m. I have a weekly show, 1 day a week. Monday we have Yang Mondays. Tuesdays we have what's on? Oh, Taco Tuesdays, 2:30 p.m. where you ask me anything. Workout Wednesdays, and I can just do anything at 2:30 p.m. live stream. Whatever topic of discussion is what's going on in the NFL news, I cover that. Thursday I have Tang Thursdays for 2:30 p.m. Again, same time, same slot time. And Friday, I have Family Fridays at 2:30 p.m. So every day, there's something going on at 2:30 p.m. live stream. Every day. Can't miss it. Every single day. At 2:30 p.m., there is a live show. I'm doing something. All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Brandon Green says, what's up, bro? What is going on? Welcome to the BEASTwriter Family. Mahalo. All right, let's go ahead and answer your questions. Bay Area Baller 18, let's go. What up? How you doing, my man? I see you. What's your opinion on Zach Wilson? Man, I love Zach Wilson. I thought he would be the front runner if the 49ers were targeting a quarterback in the draft. Ultimately, they're going to get a quarterback somewhere, whether it's trading up for somebody, trading back somewhere, and possibly going after a day 2 guy. Maybe even a day 3 guy. I don't know. But remember, people tend to forget CJ Beathard was supposed to be the guy. He was the guy that Kyle Shanahan wanted. He's the guy that Kyle Shanahan traded back up into the 3rd round to get. How'd that go? All right. This is awesome. I love, again, if you guys are just tuning in, please consider sending me a super chat like 49ers Ultimate Report. That was awesome. That was my first super chat ever. This is a super chat. So it's highlighted, really cool. I have no idea how it works, but I think you can send me a super chat. And again, all proceeds go back into the BEASTwriter family where I can do better and cool things. I can get new features, new upgrades, better audios, better visual, better prizes for Family Friday giveaways. It's all going back to you guys. Again, I'm not in it for anything else, but just to drive up the BEASTwriter family where social media engagement is encouraged. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Drew Burrows from the BEASTwriter family says, yo, Beast, any news on who we are targeting to replace wide receiver Kendrick Bourne? No news. I haven't heard anything yet. However, there are a few players. I think right now, what I am hearing is this. It's a waiting game right now because all the wide receivers have been flying off the board. The good ones are still on the board. I think it's a waiting game as it pertains to some of these teams that need wide receivers as to what that asking price is going to be. You have guys like Kenny Galladay still on the market. In my opinion, he's a top 12 wide receiver, right? Better than top 15. I think he's a top 12, top 13 kind of guy. The guy can be a top 10 if he's healthy. That's the question for me. That's why he's in that 12, 13 range. But you look at guys like that. Well, he has injury history against him. So exactly what do you want? Like, what's the negotiation snag there? probably his injury history. So no news to report. We're gonna have to let this see how it plays out. Obviously, this is a strong wide receiver cream of the crop class in 2021. So that could be hurting their. All right, can you guys hear me now? Hopefully this works. I apologize. Apparently I was talking to myself this whole time. Wow, how did that go? So you guys can hear me now. Can you guys hear me now? Hopefully, so this whole time no one can hear me. So you guys can hear me now. Is it working? Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay, so basically I was talking to myself the whole time. Was it like that the whole time? Was it like that the whole time? Okay. Can I repeat what I said? Yes. Let's just start over. I was 40 minutes into this thing, or what? When did this thing go out? Oh, no sound last 5 minutes. That's weird. I think I'm breaking the internet. I'm breaking the internet. We are breaking the internet, BEASTwriter family, because the audio turned off. So when did it turn off? 7 minutes ago. The whole 45 minutes I was on here. Please, someone tell me so I can kind of track back and just answer your guys' questions again. Okay, last 5 minutes. Okay, thank you, Jason Ellsworth. I apologize. We are breaking the internet. This is breaking news in itself. Hey, so much traffic. It's a good day. All right, let me just go back. I apologize for that. So 5 minutes ago. So let me just go back here. Wow, that was weird. All right, so thank you for telling me my sound is off. No wonder. No wonder. Everyone's like, what's going on? No sound. Can't hear you. Okay, cool. So we're good. All right. I apologize. My bad. Beast is back on. I don't know what happened. The audio was fine and it just turned off automatically, I guess. I don't know. Something's fishy going on. All right. So everyone's good. Okay, Rosanna Baker. Thank you so much for your super chat. She says, Beast, your sound is off. Yes, it was off for the last 5 minutes and we got it. I think we fixed it. So I am kind of like, want to make sure everybody knows what I'm saying. It's funny because people are like, what the heck is this guy saying? Come on, man. Thank you, Jerry Yang, for telling me, and thank you for all of you guys for telling me and calling me out. Big dude, I cannot hear you. It's like rush hour. Can you understand the words that come out of my mouth? No, I cannot, because you're muted, or because the audio doesn't work. It wasn't muted, honestly. True story. I don't know what happened. That is weird. All right, Mel, thank you so much for donating. I appreciate it. And again, all proceeds from the super chat. If you're just tuning in, yes, we have the super chat option like Mel just donated right now. It goes back into the BEASTwriter family where we can do Family Friday giveaways. Again, we can have better audio and visual equipment, as I spoke about earlier as we started this live stream. This is why. It's all going back to you guys. And obviously, I think I need better equipment. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. Awesome. Please repeat last 5 minutes. No audio boost. I will go ahead and do that for you. Yes, I will definitely do that for you. Let me just go ahead and backtrack. Bunk, thank you so much for the donation, my man. I appreciate it. I see you, my man. I really appreciate all the love and support. Okay, so let's get back. Let's track back here with some of the questions. As I was saying, someone asked me about Samson Ebukam and if he was a good signing. Well, I don't think Samson Ebukam is a bad signing. I think he's good for what they like to do. From a cultural dynamic, a locker room presence, tough, physical, gets it, coachable player. However, they signed him to a 2-year, $12 million contract. I would have rather them signed Emmanuel Sanders to a 1-year, $6 million contract, or $8 million contract that the Buffalo Bills gave Emmanuel Sanders. Because then now you don't have to look in the draft for a wide receiver 3. Who cares where Kendrick Bourne goes? Go ahead, go to New England. We still got Emmanuel Sanders in return, who's an upgrade. And you know what you're getting with Emmanuel Sanders. And let's take it a step further. Let's peel back another layer of the onion to really get to the core. If you're talking about getting to the Super Bowl, John Lynch, that we're getting guys on 1-year rentals because we're going to make a strong Super Bowl push. Wouldn't you want Emmanuel Sanders who helped get you to the Super Bowl? And he comes cheap. 1 year, $6 million or $8 million or whatever. Come on. Let's do it. All right. Thank you so much. Everybody's asking, is like, oh my gosh, I'm going through the comments. Your mic is off, dude. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for everyone tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. Again, we have this new thing called Super Chat. Rosanna Baker, thank you so much for donating and letting me know that my sound is off. Again, this is a highlighted chat, so obviously I see this. And Thank you for donating. I appreciate it. To the BEASTwriter family. All right. So I will do my best. Mel, thank you for, again, hitting me up and letting me know. All right. Let's get back to your questions. We can't turn your mic on, Stan Jones. All right. A guy called S. He said, Matt Ryan to the Niners. Is that a done deal? Or you're asking me if Matt Ryan is coming to the Niners? All right. Bay Area Baller, look at the passion throw. Chris McCormick from the BEASTwriter Family said he loves Ebicam, said that we definitely did not overpay for him. All right. Jonathan K28, Beast, getting the bag from the audio being off. Yes, I am. This is kind of funny. It was kind of funny, but not funny. That's why, as I said, hey, we have this new feature called Super Chat. Feel free to go ahead and if you like the work, if you like the BEASTwriter family movement, if you like what we're trying to do here, please feel free to consider using a Super Chat option for your boy so I can have better audio, better visual, better software, and we won't have this problem. That's kind of coincidence how the first day I used Super Chat and I'm giving back, going to funnel everything back into the podcast and into the BEASTwriter family. And the very first time and the only time out of all the podcasts I do, the audio goes out. What are the odds? It's a sign. So it's a sign. All right. Anyways, love the Super Chats. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Awesome. You guys are awesome. That's all I gotta say. You guys are awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get to your questions. We are back in business. Trent Payne says, testing. How's it going, man? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good, Trent Payne? Let me know. Thank you so much for donating to the BEASTwriter family. Again, we are going to do it big here in the BEASTwriter family. This will allow me to get better audio equipment, better visual, and we can have better software so this doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. And better prizes for you guys. All right. So we talked about Ebicam. Let's go ahead and discuss anything else that you guys have. Let's talk about Joe Flacco. Everyone's talking about Joe Flacco, right? What's going on with Joe Flacco? Well, Joe Flacco's coming for a visit. I don't like Joe Flacco. One, because he beat us in the Super Bowl. I was so upset about that. Joe Flacco, really? Come on. So upset about that Super Bowl. But anyways, Joe Flacco is just a stopgap, right? It's like, why would you bring in Joe Flacco? So then you bring in Joe Flacco and you have Jimmy Garoppolo there. So basically they're saying this. If they sign Joe Flacco, they're not going to get a quarterback. At least a quarterback to fight for a starting job initially. Maybe someone to groom for like the 2-3 year outlook. But they're basically saying this. If Jimmy Garoppolo goes down, we feel confident that Joe Flacco can step in and be the guy and help win us the Super Bowl and in a deep playoff run because Joe Flacco has done it before. That's what they're saying if they bring in Joe Flacco. And then they can sign a guy on day 2, day 3 that Kyle Shanahan can work with from a quarterback position as his project, and then they can move on from that point. So if they bring in Joe Flacco and he signs, they're not going to go after a guy like Zach Wilson, Mac Jones. It's not happening, guys. So you got that. That's just a dream. All right. That'll just be a dream. All right. Mel from Diehard Niner fans, Helmos from the BEASTwriter family. Do you like any later round quarterbacks in this draft? Not really. Not really. And that's saying I'm not taking that lightly. Not really. All right. Michael Miller says Mitchell Trubisky is signing with the Buffalo Bills. How's that for you? All right. Rosanna Baker, thank you for your donation again. It's very, very generous of you. What are your thoughts on safety in this draft, like Trevor Moehrig and Richie Grant? I like those guys, but again, this safety class is weak. If they were to come out of any other solid defensive back class, especially when it comes to the safety position, I don't think I'd give him a first-round grade. I know Richie Grant would probably be a day 2 pick anyways, but specifically talking about Trayvon Moehrig, second-round grade for me, that's as high. I mean, I like him from TCU. I like the guy. He has the intangibles, but first-round grade for me, I just don't see that. All right, Ben Allen from the BEASTwriter family says, Flacco coming to visit in Santa Clara. Great. All right, Av Gaming, what's up, bro? Can you see the Niners grabbing Adoree Jackson, Michael Davis, or Fabian Moreau? No, I don't. Just because they signed Jason Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley, I think you're set there. Obviously, I wanted them to go after Ahkello Witherspoon, but he's off to the Seattle Seahawks. No surprise there. Stays in the same scheme, same system. Obviously, the Seahawks are very familiar with him, having to play against him twice a year since entering the league. I think he's an upgrade over Shaquille Griffin, who just went to the Jacksonville Jaguars with GM Trent Baalke. So don't be surprised if Ahkello Witherspoon balls out of control in Seattle. I'm just saying. I think there's good things coming when it comes to Ahkello Witherspoon. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Nico Wilson says Joe has a deep ball. Joe does have a deep ball. Joe the Statue Flacco. Big news. Will Fuller just signed with the Miami Dolphins. Okay. So the Miami Dolphins are making sound moves here. Again, if you watched my earlier live streams, you would know that I said the Miami Dolphins have the least amount of holes of any NFL team heading into the draft. Now you look in the NFL free agency, and what did they do? They went ahead and basically didn't do much. They traded for Isaiah Wilson, reuniting him with Solomon McKinley, so now he can be kicked into guard because although he's an offensive tackle, he's more suited for a guard scheme, and he struggled in Tennessee. With that being said, you also have Austin Jackson that you drafted in the first round, number 18 overall at a USC, and then you double down on that by getting Robert Hunt, right? So your tackles are set. And what did they do? They let Kyle Van Noy go, so they released Kyle Van Noy, so that's okay, right? You look at Kyle Van Noy, okay, we're not going to pay you, bro. Go back to New England. We don't need you. And then they went ahead and signed center Matt Skira from the Baltimore Ravens as their starting center. And they also traded for Bernardrick McKinney from the Houston Texans to replace Kyle Van Noy. So sound plays. I really like the moves there. And now they went ahead. Fast forward to today. And they pick up Will Fuller, who's a top 5 wide receiver in this free agent class. He can stretch the field vertically. I'm telling you, Will Fuller is one of the most underrated signings. He had a heck of a year last year. And him going to the Miami Dolphins, team up with Devontae Parker. Now, if you're the Miami Dolphins, do you go after a Devontae Smith? Do you go after a Jamar Chase? Or do you do what I said and trade down from number 3, which I said in my Kyle Van Noy podcast? You can just Google that, BEASTwriter Kyle Van Noy. And here we are today, where I said they would trade out of number 3, move back a few spots, pick up Micah Parsons, and then pick up more draft capital. Could happen. So Will Fuller going to the Miami Dolphins? Nice. All right. I like that move. All right. So let's go ahead and answer your question. After you trade back and get a corner in the first round, would you pick up a receiver or any kind of offensive weapon in the top of the second round? Because our weapons seem to get hurt a lot. Very true. You need some depth there. That's why I said go get Emmanuel Sanders. Yes, I would go after and get the best player available. We have to see how the draft board falls, but wide receiver will have to be somewhere in the day 2 conversation. Absolutely. All right, 49ers Ultimate Report. Thank you so much, man. I'm a content creator that creates 49ers content. I support all my fellow content creators. Help Beast grow. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Also help you grow too. So follow my man 49ers Ultimate Report. This is my man right here. Does good things. Again, he just says he has 49ers content as well. So yeah, all about love, all about them good vibes only. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Chris McCormick says, for the BEASTwriter family, Fuller and Parker would have been a great duo for Fitzmagic. Yes, I agree, 110%. But now he's off to Washington. Why? Because Washington's now going to go after Trey Lance at number 19. Watch it unfold. They're going to go after Trey Lance or some kind of a quarterback. They're going to make a play. Riverboat Ron. They don't call him Riverboat Ron for no reason. He's going to make a play for somebody. All right. Let's go ahead and get to your question. Mike Smith, is Jimmy G's lack of congratulations towards Williams and others a sign that he's gone? I don't know. That's a good question. You're putting things in perspective. I think you're kind of reaching here. But then again, what I say, Jimmy Garoppolo Could be shipped off to the England Patriots. So very interesting take, Mike Smith. Very interesting take from the BEASTwriter family. All right, Alicia Heath. What are the Niners going to do with Beathard and Mullins? Well, I don't know. Right? I don't see Beathard coming back. Mullins, I don't know what's going on with him. He's hurt. Nico Wilson, no on Flacco, or rather have Trubisky. Yes, I agree with you on there. Gosh, this is hilarious. Look at all the, I'm scrolling through all the comments and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't even. Look what Doug McLean says when I was muted. Never realized how animated his face gets. I get animated. I do get animated. Yeah, it's one of those things. That is really funny. That no one could hear me, but now everyone can hear me apparently. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, leave me your comments, guys. I'll be more than happy to answer them and send me your questions. So let's go ahead and continue this. We have Av Gaming from the BEASTwriter family says, I'm not sold on Mosley. You're not sold on Mosley. I like Mosley, bro. I like him a lot. All right. Charles says, hey, Beast, things getting good. Thank you so much, Charles. He's a Carolina Panthers fan. Charles, what do you think of the free agent signings that I just spoke about today as it pertains to your Carolina Panthers? You get Hassan Reddick from the Arizona Cardinals on the 1-year, $8 million contract. I like that deal. That's a 1-year prove-it deal. He played in the contract year. Hey, let's double down on that and see if we can do it 2 consecutive years. Maybe we'll extend you long-term. What do you think of that move? Teaming Hassan Reddick on one side with Edge Brian Burns, who racked up 9 sacks with no supporting cast on the other. I like the Carolina Panthers play there. And I also like Denzel Perryman as your middle linebacker. Again, he's a tough, physical, hard-hitting linebacker. He plays sideline to sideline. The guy is a beast, and he always brings the hammer, and he's never the nail. That guy's a beast in itself. I love Denzel Perryman. Man, I want the Niners to get him. He was a 2015 second-round pick, drafted number 48 overall by the San Diego Chargers. Good pickup by them. All right, Nico Wilson. What players that will most likely go to the second round would you like to pick up? I mean, there's a lot of draft day 2 steals that, a lot of these quarterbacks are going to be pushed off the board. A lot of these offensive linemen are going to be pushed up the board. With that be, a lot of these edge rushers are going to be pushed up the board. You can find some guys at a position of need and of value on day 2. I am going to break down my day 2 sleeper picks later on in a live stream, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to hold off on that because I'm still doing some legwork there, but I have some sleepers for you guys, and you guys are going to be like, who's that? I never heard of that guy. Well, now you have, or now you will. All right, Lunar Mystic. Just because Jimmy didn't congratulate Trent online doesn't mean he didn't text or call him. That's true. That could very well be the play. All right, Charles says, what quarterback can you see Fitter going after in free agency? Good question. Well, let's take a look at what's available. Let me just pull it up here for you guys. Top 101 free agents. Let's look at Greg Rosenthal's list because that guy is the man. And that guy's been spot on. I'm telling you, when it comes to this free agency, he's been spot on. All right. Good question. So let's see what's available right now, right? So let's take a look here. And we got going down the list here. Obviously, Will Fuller just signed. So what else is out there for quarterback? Oh, Dory Jackson. I don't like the Dory Jackson. This is what Greg Rosenthal had to say about a Dory Jackson, though, from the Tennessee Titans, who they just released. While Jackson was too streaky and too injured to live up to his draft status, he has had stretches where he's performed like a top 10 cornerback. He's a welcome addition to a thin cornerback market. So he believes a Carolina Panthers team could be in play for a Dory Jackson because they're thin at cornerback. But I don't like a Dory Jackson. Again, it comes down to what I say every single time when I analyze a player. Consistency. He's not consistent. So I would say pass. All right, then you look at Malcolm Butler, who is his 47th ranked player on his top 100 list. He said, released after his best season with the Titans because of his big salary. Butler is an asset as a highly competitive, if streaky, again, not consistent, starting quarterback, a nice buy low candidate. He's a plug and play, but I don't know. Richard Sherman, coming in at number 51. Interesting how Richard Sherman comes in below Malcolm Butler at 47. That's how highly Greg Rosenthal thinks of Richard Sherman. He's ranked number 51. Sherman is only 1 year removed from a remarkable late career second team All-Pro season. A calf injury in 2020 limited him to 321 snaps, most of them at less than full strength. I don't see him being a fit in Carolina. You can wipe your hands clean. Xavier Rhodes clocks in at number 53. Rhodes showed in Indianapolis he still has quality snaps to given the right scheme. I don't like Xavier Rhodes either. Man, I don't like any of these guys. However, I do like K'Wan Williams. I do like K'Wan Williams as a slot cornerback. I like K'Wan Williams. He says this about K'Wan Williams. Clocks it at number 60. See above, Williams may have some risk injury late, like Tart, but he's been one of the best slot cornerbacks in the NFL during stretches of his career. I agree with that. I fully agree with that. I like K'Wan Williams. All right. Michael Miller from says the Dolphins are signing former Texans, yes, to a 1 year deal per Tom Pelissero. All right, what's up, G? How would you grade John Lynch during this free agency? I give him a B grade, bro. Like I said earlier, I think I like the in-house free agents that they re-signed. Anytime he re-signed Jason Verrett, Emmanuel Mosley, Kyle Juszczyk, Trent Williams, but then Samson Ebukam. Yeah, I like Samson Ebukam, but then again, I would have rather them use that money on getting a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, so then you solidified the three trio of wide receivers that you see these other GMs doing. That would have been the smarter play, in my opinion. Then I would have found my Samson Ebukam value at outside linebacker in the draft. That's my play. That was my play. All right. Again, thank you, everyone, for tuning into the live stream. If you have yet to go ahead and subscribe to my channel, do that in the lower right-hand corner of every screen as you stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. And turn on and flip on the bell notifications. Also, if you're tuning in from Twitter, please do me a solid and click the link in my bio. It's up there 24/7, 365. So you'll be entered for our BEASTwriter giveaways. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, engage with me here on my live streams or in my podcast, leave a comment, and I will go ahead and get back to you. And if you're on Facebook, just open up a new web browser, www.youtube.com/BEASTwriter, and you can follow me there. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Again, for those who don't know, I started this new feature that was given access to me by YouTube called Super Chat. Basically, if you like the work that we are doing here, you like the BEASTwriter family, and you want to show the support for my channel and for our channel, I should say, go ahead and send me a Super Chat. It's a highlighted feature. Some of you guys have already done that. Thank you so much. Bunk did it. Mel has done it, letting me know that my audio wasn't working. And crazy, right? Because I was just saying, the whole point of the Super Chat was, it's all getting funneled back into the BEASTwriter family. As you guys know, I do Family Friday giveaways. Obviously, that costs money. I want to continue doing that. So this is a good way of doing that. Also, I can now upgrade my software, for my audio, my visual, so you guys can hear me, and software. So if I can get better software, we won't run into these problems. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, check out the Super Chat. It's only on YouTube. Really cool. Trent Payne, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it. We are doing really cool things here. And it's kind of, it's a coincidence how I bust out the Super Chat and I'm explaining my story on how it could benefit the BEASTwriter family. We can get better audio, better visual, better software. And luckily you guys can tune into that because I wasn't muted or anything on the audio side of it. And all of a sudden I was muted on the first time I can monetize my channel. Interesting. Coincidence. Definitely. All right, let's go ahead and get to your questions. Gotta love social media, guys. Gotta love social media. But thank you for tuning in and staying strong and staying in the BEASTwriter family. I appreciate it. Charles Fitz, as in GM, Scott Fitter, doing good things with who we picked up, and Fox and Perriman. He's brought speed and power, talking about meeting at the quarterback, and they're all signed to cheap prove-it deals for next year. Yes, Charles, I like the analysis there. You are spot on, my man. Again, I have fans for all 32 different fan bases. Here, Carolina Panthers, my man JP from the Arizona Cardinals. We got Steelers fans chiming in. We got Packers fans, Browns fans, Seahawks fans, Niners fans, of course. So everybody's about good vibes only. We can all have a strong, healthy debate, or I should say discussion. I don't like debate. discussion, and we can talk all things NFL. And it's good things. Good things are coming here in the BEASTwriter family. All right. Tobias England says for the BEASTwriter family, can't you rank top 10 possible starting quarterbacks for Niners? Or can I rank top 10 possible starting quarterbacks for the Niners? I could. I don't have a list off the top of my head, to be honest with you. Trent Payne says Sanders is toxic. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that. I heard that he could be toxic. There was a story that I know personally. I'm not going to go too much in detail leading up to the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, Emmanuel Sanders also helped them win games. And ultimately, if he can help you win games and can help you win a Super Bowl, is it worth it? There's a lot of guys who were considered toxic in locker rooms and still won Super Bowls. So do you put up with the toxicity? Is that even a word? Toxicity of a potential player? And what's the risk versus reward of keeping that player in that locker room if you're getting these wins? And is that worth the risk? That's something to think about. But yeah, great point, Trent Payne. And I'm not going to disagree with you here. I am not going to disagree with you here. I think you bring up a very strong point. And it's definitely worth noting. So that's why I like putting it here and leaving it here. This is awesome, man. I'm getting a lot of stuff here. All right, let's go ahead and scroll back. For some reason, I'm going to answer your questions. If you guys have any questions at all, please go ahead and send them my way, and I'll be sure to answer them the best I can. All right. Robert from Facebook says, we can have a great discussion unless you're a Seahawks fan. LOL. I joke. Man, if you guys were in here, did you see that one Seahawks fan who chimed in and was just leaving like heart emojis and saying 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. Go Hawks, go Hawks. I'm just like, that's cool. Like if you do it like once or twice in a chat, but like not like a full on like essay of like 12, 12, go Hawks, Hawks, Hawk, green emoji, heart, green emoji, heart, green emoji, heart. It's like, okay, we get it. We get it. My boy Jeff from Chiefs Kingdom, how you doing, man? Again, this is why I love the BEASTwriter family, man. This guy brings great insight and analysis. He is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. We love talking Chiefs football. He really knows his stuff. I mean, if you really talk to this guy, Jeff really knows his stuff. Hey, what do you think about the Chiefs, man? What do you think about the things that they're doing or not doing in free agency? Obviously, you guys missed out on Trent Williams. You did get you did went ahead and got Joe Tooney and Kyle Long. You brought him out of retirement on a 1-year prove-it deal. I do like those plays. However, the smarter play I would have liked them to go after, I would have liked them to see go after Rodney Hudson and possibly get him to KC. What are your thoughts on Rodney Hudson, and what do you think about that now that he's off to a different team being traded from the Las Vegas Raiders? All right. Nico Wilson says, question mark, what is going on? Is my audio off again? Is my audio off? If my audio is off, it's not good. But let's go ahead and talk about some of these other moves that were made, right? So for those who don't know, trade alert, Cardinals get Rodney Hudson from the Raiders and they send a 7th round pick in 2021. The Cardinals yield a 3rd round pick to get Rodney Hudson in return. So the Raiders pick up a 3rd round pick. They also pick up a 5th round pick because the Raiders then again just trading all their offensive linemen. Hey, you're our starting offensive lineman. We're going to trade you. The Seahawks get Gabe Jackson from the from the Las Vegas Raiders. And in doing so, they give up a 5th round pick in return. So again, the Seahawks only have 3 draft picks in the 2021 NFL draft. Not good. All right, Jonathan K20 said the TV deal just got signed. Well, that's good. That is good. All right. Jeff says O-line is getting together, but we're not finished. I'll take Villanueva. All right, so you like Alejandro Villanueva to replace the blindside left tackle position left by Eric Fisher. I'm honestly not high on Alejandro Villanueva. I spoke about that earlier. I guess what I see in his game, I think he's past his prime. He's not that Pro Bowl player that we once were accustomed to knowing while in Pittsburgh. He's serviceable. But you guys have Lucas Niang, right? That you drafted at TCU, who was a 2020 opt-out. So that's a smart play. People tend to forget you guys have a 3rd round pick and Lucas Niang from TCU. And I think he's going to be a good player for you guys. I thought he was a steal in the 3rd round. So he's definitely going to be an offensive tackle at one of those spots. Now, whether that's blindside left tackle or taking over Mitchell Schwartz on the right side, that remains to be seen. But I like Lucas Nyong. I do like Kyle Long signing. I do absolutely love the Joe Thuney signing. So the pieces are in place. You have 3 of your 5 already set. Man, I really would have liked Rodney Hudson, though. I really liked if you guys got Rodney Hudson instead of him going to the Arizona Cardinals. But the Cardinals got Rodney Hudson, man, and they got a great deal. They got a great deal. 3rd round pick for Rodney Hudson? Sure, why not? Why not? All right, let's go ahead and take those questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'll be sure to answer them the best I can. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that we were discussing earlier. And let's just go ahead and talk about, well, there's a lot of things we could talk about, but the Seahawks are actually making power play moves, right? The Seahawks signed tight end Gerald Everett to a 1-year deal coming from the LA Rams. That's a sound play. He played behind Tyler Higbee. Again, Gerald Everett is a beast. I'm telling you, the guy is good, and he's beast approved. He's going to do well in that 12 and 22 personnel down in the goal line situations, being a great fantasy pickup, a great fantasy sleeper. Again, what does Russell Wilson like to do? He likes to work off the play action pass. And who does he like throwing to? Obviously, he likes using the tight ends. If he doesn't throw a fade to DK Metcalf down inside the red zone, misses on the first time inside the 5-yard line, what does he do? Oh, the next one's probably going to be a run up the middle. And if that falls through, play action pass to a tight end. It happens every time. Every time down in the red zone, inside the 5-yard line or inside the 10-yard line, you guys will see that happen. Just saying. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Curtis Samuel. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Washington football team signed Curtis Samuel to a 3-year, $34.5 million contract. I thought that was a smart play by them. Washington gets their gadget player similar and will pair him with Terry McLaurin. They have a nice stable of wide receivers now at number 19, I think they draft. I don't see them going Kadarius Toney in the draft now. I see them rolling with Trey Lance. They obviously brought in Ryan Fitzpatrick to mentor the quarterback of the future. That ultimately will be Trey Lance based on current draft position. So look for the Washington football team to go with Trey Lance at number 19. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Jeff says we need a left veteran tackle. Yep, think Najee is a right guard. Lucas Nyong is a right guard. Okay, so you have Joe Thuney and you have Kyle Long there. So is Kyle Long going to be out and play tackle? What's going on there? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. Jeff says, think we're grabbing a center in the draft. Yes, I agree. Could you guys go after, you guys hold the 31st overall pick. Could you guys go after a guy like Landon Dickerson, who has multiple torn ACLs, had a history of injury problems, who could slide, but is the best offensive center in this year's draft class out of Alabama? I really like Landon Dickerson. Could you guys go Landon Dickerson? I like him. I like Landon Dickerson. All right. Michael Hayesvort says, how comfortable are you running with Tarvarius Moore, or do you see us addressing strong safety in the draft? I think anytime you draft a player in the 3rd round, you have to give him every opportunity to win that starting role. Obviously, he filled in nicely for Jaquiski Tartt. He did have his flaws in my grading system. However, with that being said, I can see Tarvarius Moore being a nice play. You have to give him another year, a full year, to really see how much he has progressed. Obviously, he was getting starter reps midseason for Tartt. Now let's see how he really thrives under a new scheme with DeMeco Ryans. I think Tarvarius Moore would be a smart play as a plug-and-play player for 2021, because now you're getting a larger sample size to pull from, and now there's no excuses for him not getting it done or getting it done because he had half a year of body work getting first-team reps last year, filling in for Jaquiski Tartt. All right. Jeff says from KC, San Francisco is crazy for the Trent Williams contract. Yeah, you guys were in the market for him, and they did overpay for him in my estimation, but he is a blindside left tackle and Hall of Fame one at best. All right. Jerry Yang, thoughts on Raiders signing Kenyon Drake? Pretty good combo with Josh Jacobs with him. Yeah, I like Kenyon Drake. I liked him when the Miami Dolphins traded him as a midseason trade to the Arizona Cardinals. I covered that Monday night game that he played in on Halloween back in 2019. And I had my analysis report. You can check the Twitter, YouTube receipts on that. Everything held up. And people were like, man, you're hyping this guy up like he's going to be a good player. I was like, he is a good player. Well, maybe because I'm an Alabama fan too. But anyways, Kenyon Drake going to the Las Vegas Raiders. A nice 1-2 combo there. You are right. And hit on the nail, Jerry Yang. Thank you again for hitting me up. I'm pretty sure if you didn't do that, I would have been like, what? No, I would have saw the comments, but yeah. Nico Wilson from the BEASTwriter Family. I get so many comments, so I'm like always behind because so many people just chime in. All right, Nico Wilson, I would bring CJ back if he's super cheap. He's a different quarterback ever since he lost his brother. I seen it. Your thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I feel for the guy. I just don't like CJ Beathard. I think you can go in a different direction, man. I think you can go in a different direction. All right. Let's go ahead and get to some of your questions. I thought I read yesterday that San Francisco lost a pick. Is that true, and how? Yes, they lost a pick because Marquise Goodwin was reverted back to the San Francisco 49ers. He was traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. However, the Niners have to give up a 7th-round draft pick in return for reverting back to the 49ers. That's basically what happened. It's an interesting, unique situation. And ultimately, the 49ers have then released Marquise Goodwin. Jeff from KC Land. Chiefs Kingdom says, long as playing tackle, I haven't figured out the O-line thinking King is a teaching Neong. Could happen. Could happen. All right. Tobias England. I know you earlier said we might get a first for McGlinchey. So if he is traded and we get a second for Jimmy, do you think we can get Deshaun for 2 firsts 2021, a second, and a first 2022? And would you do it? Ooh. Yeah, I would do it. I would do that. I would definitely do that trade to get Deshaun Watson. Sure, why not? You're not giving up any of your foundational core players. Do it. Get it done. Yeah, Will Fuller is on the Dolphins. Absolutely. All right. All right, guys. So we are like hitting in on 1 hour and 15 minutes. Again, I have this new cool feature called Super Chat. I thank you, each and every one of you, for tuning in. I'm going to hop on at 2:30 p.m., which is our weekly show for Tang Thursdays with Mike Tang, co-host of the Yang and Tang show. So stay tuned for that. We will discuss all things NFL, including your beloved San Francisco 49ers. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Again, I apologize for the audio mishaps, and we will fix that. But it's so funny how that's the first time it has happened when I start to monetize my thing and I bring up Super Chat and how that can help me with us getting better audio, better visual, better software, better prizes, and so forth. So again, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate the love and support. Stay tuned for the next live stream coming up at 2:30 with Mike Tang. BEASTwriter is out. Peace.